Sexually transmitted infection.
Sexual transmitted infection.
Sexual transmitted infection.
Sexual transmitted infection. Genital herpes, gonorrhea.
Syphilis, herpes.
Herpes or genital warts.
Chlamydia.
They really are avoidable, and you really don't want to have them because that kind of infection, just from a purely scientific point of view, that kind of infection can really be scarring for you as a person, like physically scarring, and can interfere with fertility later on. So you do want to avoid sexually transmitted infections if you can possibly do that. And using a condom is usually the best way.
Am I gonna get laid? Do I need to worry? Should I bring a condom? No, I'll be okay.
There's a party tonight. Richard's so gorgeous. I really like him. I'm almost done my meds. I should be safe now. He'll be fine, right? Yeah, I'm fine. I should be okay.
I go for my daily walks.
Or just take a long jog.
Skateboarding, hiking, climbing trees.
You know, you can't be having sex all the time, everywhere. It actually happens under a certain set of circumstances.
I would encourage people to carry condoms with them if they are feeling that they are going to be sexually active. Communication with their partner is huge, and along with that, females should begin to do their yearly pap smear testing with their physicians.
So condoms are a really good way to prevent sexually transmitted infections, and it's really just a simple idea of putting a barrier between you and the germs that you might get.
Well, it's kind of dangerous. We got, when I was young and growing up, booze was their biggest downfall, but now it's drugs. And the drugs, it really damages the young people. And then they figure they get. A lot of them just go for looks. They don't go for quality anymore. Kids don't see quality anymore. They go look for looks. Well, that's a pretty girl. I think I'll go and have an affair with her. They don't even find out if they're related or not. And that's the thing that hurts. And but the thing is, if the kids can start paying attention to elders and whatnot and finding out who they're related to, everything might be able to get better. But it will never be the same again.
The most important part of sexual behavior is for people to learn to be safe. In that sexual behavior is a wonderful thing. From a scientific and a biological point of view, we are built for sex. Sex is normal. Sex can be very a healthy and joyful part of your life. But it's like anything else. It's not to be disrespected. It's not to be done in excess. It's certainly not meant to be something that you use as a weapon to hurt others or to use or exploit others. And you don't want to be used or exploited yourself. So one always has to be aware not just of how sex works, but that sex is part of something bigger. It's part of relationships. It's part of how people look at you, and your sexual behavior. It's part of how we relate to each other in an intimate relationship. It's part of love. It's part of making children, as you know, and having children's a big decision. A decision that you live with for many, many, many years. Even some say it's a decision and a choice that affects the rest of your life. So sex is something that's really important that I think all of us should know more and more and more about. And it's not something that's really bad to learn about at all.